Welcome to episode 4 of Restoration to Rental. We're so close to the finish line. Notice something missing? The fence is down. It looks so much different here. Things are really shaping up. We're going to put in some sprinklers, some irrigation system, some drip system on our plants, and seed the yard and kind of bring it back to life. This is a loquat tree. It's about 50 years old, judging by its size. It was planted too close to the house and the power lines, so it has to go. My brave landscapers are too close to the power lines too on this job. They made me nervous. Thank God they made it through. We're working on landscaping now. We're out here in the front yard. As you know, the tree has come down, and I'm trying to figure out what plants I want to do here in the front yard. I want to go traditional, kind of old-fashioned because of the age of the house, but I also want to make them really kind of easy to deal with and let them free flow and just make a real pretty garden, a real pretty landscape to look out from this beautiful front porch. Let's talk about the moat. Now, the moat has been filled in. We've done a lot of demo out here. We re-looked at our project and decided that the peninsula had to go so our concrete pour would be a lot cleaner. And then we had to demo some curbing over closer to the garages because you couldn't really pull a car into that area. And what we're trying to accomplish is being able to afford a 2-car garage to people with this rental. So we're working on that part right now, and then we'll rebuild that, allowing a car to go up into the garage area. We changed the fence to a gate so people could gain access to the garage to plug in their electric cars at night. Our numbers are up, and here are some of our beautiful lighting fixtures that I picked out at Victor's on Chapman and Orange. Hopefully, my new tenants will love them. Let's go pick out some flooring. Come on in and meet my friend Marge. I love this place. It smells like production. Hi Marge, how are you?
I'm fine, Suzanne. How are you?
Good, I'm doing great.
Nice to see you.
Great to see you too.
How are things going on the house?
Great. It's going really great. It looks fabulous and it's about done. This is my friend Marge from Old Town Flooring in Tustin, and we are so close to being done. We need flooring now.
Okay. Do you have anything in mind?
Well, I love your floor. You know, it is just so beautiful. Is it the original floor?
This is the original floor.
Wow.
This building was built in the 1880s, and I don't know if I told you this before, but it used to be over on a block away, and they rolled it here on logs around 1900.
Wow.
And that's why the floor kind of goes like the back of a whale in here.
Oh, how
But this
funny.
is the original floor, and after they moved it here, it became a billiards hall.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then in the 1920s, a family named McCoy purchased it, and they fabricated sheet metal in here for 75 years.
Oh my gosh.
So there are some interesting patches in the floor and divots in the floor from all the stuff that happened. But I don't think you'll be that hard on your floor. So.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hopefully my renters won't be that hard on my floor.
Maybe we can find you something that is similar to this but newer.
Okay, all right. That sounds good.
Okay, let's go take a look.
Okay, great. All right, so I want something durable. It's a rental, so I want to have something that's kind of bulletproof, but I still want it to be beautiful and appealing to someone who would be willing to rent my house.
Okay, so now you want something that's more period to the house, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So typically that would be a more narrow board, maybe, but I know you're wanting something a little bit more up to date. So something like this probably is not what you're thinking.
Okay.
Here what we have are, it's a 3.5 inch wide board,
All
and
right.
it's smooth.
All right.
And a square edge. This would be typical of that period of the house.
Okay.
There's 2 different finishes here. One's a matte and one's a shiny. But sounds to me like you want something a little bit more durable. This is very durable, but you want something that's not going to show what happens to a floor.
Yeah,
correct?
This is a little bit too up to date. You know, I want it to be a little bit beat up, maybe a wire brush or something that's kind of distressed a little bit.
A little more texture to it. Okay. What about something like this?
Yeah, that's nice.
This is a beautiful product, and this has a multiple width.
Okay.
And a little bit of hand scraping. It's actually done by hand, not by machine.
All right.
And then it's got the wire brush texture.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful product. So there's one option. That's a hickory.
Okay. Do you have anything that's a little darker?
I do. This one but this one's a little shinier. I don't know if
Okay.
you care for that. This is a 5-inch wide, and the boards are going to be up to 7 feet long.
Okay.
It's a beautiful floor.
Okay.
Not quite dark enough.
It's a little too shiny for me.
Okay.
It's not really
I
quite
know.
what I had in
I've got a
mind.
great idea.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this.
Oh yeah,
This
I
one's
like
nice
that.
and dark.
Okay.
It's got a nice matte finish.
Okay.
It's got a wire brushing, so it gives that little bit of texture, which is also going to help camouflage the things that life does to a floor.
Okay.
It's real easy to care for.
And bulletproof.
Not quite bulletproof, but maybe tennis shoe proof.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So
You like this one? You want
yeah,
to
I
borrow
think
some samples and take them and show Chuck and see
sure.
what you think?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be great.
Let me show you something really fun and historical.
All right.
This is a piece of purple heart, which is a really rare species of wood.
Wow.
But this big chunk was a piece of ballast material. Ballast was material that was picked up in the shipping ports. As the ships would arrive and unload cargo, they would need to have material put in to balance the weight. So if they weren't also picking something up at that port, they would just get big chunks of wood like this.
Wow.
So as the ships traveled all over the world, they would get wood species from all over the place. And these particular pieces came from a lot in Long Beach that someone we know purchased, and it had mountains and mountains of these stacks of wood like this.
Oh my gosh.
All sorts of species. So we were able to get some and have it milled into flooring, and it was actually installed across the street.
Wow. I had to share the flooring with you. Look at that wood floor. It's so pretty. Thanks, Marge. And look at my red brick floors. Oh, so amazing. I want to show you everything. It's amazing. But you're going to have to wait for episode 5.